is that there is some pre-existing idea, like just in culture, just in my understanding of like story of the eastern horizon or sunrise. I'm in the northern hemisphere, and so the top of my chart is south. Sun is always in the south to me. My shadows always point north. So the MC, and I know the MC is not the zenith, but in this exercise, we're dealing with it kind of like it is. So this is zenith or like noon, high noon. Descendant is the western setting hemisphere, and we can call it sunset and also like moonset. And then the IC, the nadir in the northern hemisphere, that's going to represent north. Overall, sunrise to us, the eastern hemisphere, is birth. Noon, the MC, the culminating point, we could say is success. The western sunset setting point, we could think of as darkness, end. And then the IC, this is midnight. This is like the scariest, a crisis point. So overall, these angles are a little less happy, and these angles might be happier about a planet approaching them or being on them, and a planet swiftly approaching one of these angles may be a little more trepidatious, especially if the role of that planet is to provide light in the sky when we're approaching this angle and we're approaching this angle and we're basically in this part of the chart, right? Just about to rise up in the sky, providing lots of light. This is where, if that's our job, we're very happy. And then when we are about to set, and now it's dark, and now we're going to have to go through the darkest part of the night, and now we start to lighten up because we get to rise again. So this part of the chart for a planet that wants to provide light up in the sky might be kind of a bummer for them to be down here. Another way to look at the angles is like having like a stage, like when something's coming up on the eastern horizon or culminating at the MC, we are like wanting to celebrate them, like, oh, isn't that wonderful? Here you are, welcome to the party. Here you are, welcome up on stage at the party. And then when someone is leaving, we also want to celebrate that when they're walking out the door, or when they're walking off stage, we want to celebrate that. And then this area down here becomes an area of like not being noticed, not being seen, and again, kind of a tense, kind of trepidatious area. Will you come back? Will there be another sunrise? Will there be another appearance? To have a planet on one of these angles is a big deal, for that planet, especially again if what they like to do is bring light and shine, and maybe get like the credit for shining and bringing that light.